Team, what I have for you today is a review of the LiteFighter 1 tent, arguably the best 3-season tent on the market. Coming up. Hey team, welcome back to the channel, man. As always, I am stoked and pumped up to see you. I'd like to begin this one by just saying a quick thank you and shout out to all you guys as you continue to like, subscribe, and leave some comments down below. That way we can master our craft and develop our tactical virtue. What's sitting behind me right now is the LiteFighter 1 tent. It's made by LiteFighter, because that's in the name, right? And this is arguably the best 3-season tent I believe that's on the market. So we're gonna look at a few things, a couple specs. I'm gonna give you my honest opinion and review of this thing, and I'm looking forward to hearing your comments down below. All right, we'll start off with a few specs, man. This thing is 84 inches long, it's 38 inches tall. You got 28 inches of headroom, and on either side of the tent, you get 10 square feet of vestibule room in order to keep your gear dry. And it's easy enough to get in and out of. And so the total package of what we have here today is the LiteFighter tent, the waterproof ground sheet, an aluminum pole set, and a Tuff Sack. Man, this thing is unique, man. It's lightweight and multi-season. It's an individual shelter system that can be used both on the ground as an individual tent. It can be set up on a cot, and you can even strip off the tent itself or not even use the tent. So many different configurations in this thing and how it can be used, even as a hide site. The tent itself is made out of 70D. The rainfly is made out of 30D, and it's an all-in-one aluminum pole frame with 6 ground stakes and an accessory kit. It includes a fabric repair kit. The ground cloth is 70D, and of course you have your stuff sack. The patrol weight on this thing on the total package is 4.2 pounds, so while it's not ultralight, it is indeed back-packable. Let's take a little bit closer look at this thing. But you know, with this Tuff Sack, multicam has plenty of webbing in order to be able to secure it to your gear, whether you're using an Alice pack, whether you're using a rucksack, or however you just want to throw it in the back of your car, man. Start off with some pros on this thing, right? So lightweight, back-packable. It's not ultra lightweight, but that's okay. You do have all kinds of configurations that you can use with this thing, with the rainfly, without the rainfly, with just the rainfly and the ground cloth, and it just goes on from there. Again, and you can set the whole thing on a cot, so it's just all kinds of options here. After you've put it together a few times, it'll go up in roughly 5 minutes, so it does take a minute, but it doesn't take a hell of a long time. The one biggest complaint I've heard from anybody say about them is that they don't like that LiteFighter included the solid color drip sheet over the zipper. To be honest with you, it doesn't bother me one way or another. Of course, it is multicam, and so it offers a little bit of concealment based off of your surroundings. And so let's climb up inside this thing, and we'll take a little even closer look at it. All right, so when we climb up inside this thing, you know, I'm right at 6 foot, and I'm gonna sleep in this thing just fine. I got about 6 inches of room here above my head. Down here you can see my feet are close to the end, but I still got a few feet. So I think solid 6'6" dude could sleep in here, no problems. You got a couple accessory pouches here, big enough to put phone, electronics, keys, and some whatnots. You got some hooks up in here to hang, maybe a lantern, something of this nature. And again, you got some more flies up here as well. Little accessory pouches, right? More hooks. Right, and I can sit up in this thing, no problem. My head is touching the top, but I can sit up, which means I can sit up and I can change my clothes if I needed to. I got all the vestibule room on both sides. It's the exact same size of 10 square feet on either side, so that's pretty stinking big. One of the best things that you do want to look for in any tent is a good tall tub. As you can see, that's probably 6 inches of tub height, and of course it's all waterproofed and seam sealed. All the corners are reinforced, so you don't have to worry about anything there. So guaranteed, I think you're gonna stay high and dry. And it has been treated with insect repellent, so as long as you keep her zipped up, it's good to go. Speaking of being zipped up, you can see you got this full mesh, which makes it extremely well breathable, right? So you don't have to worry about burning up inside of your hooch. Right, and that's probably one of the biggest complaints of any shelter system that's out there that the military has used and or issued, is that it's not breathable. And this one is 100%. Helps to be cooler, but it also helps with some odor control. What? Right, and you can get in on either side of the tent, so you have that option. You have the availability to have some leeway when it comes to the configuration of how you're going to set up when you're out in the woods. If I was to tell you anything that I don't particularly care about the LiteFighter tent, to be honest with you, there's not all that much. It is just a solid tent, and more importantly, it's backed by a company who backs their products. Veteran owned and operated business, man, you got my vote. Pretty easy to adjust. Get it down as much as you want to. Get some good airflow underneath. Everything's fully adjustable here as far as how tight and how low you want the rainfly to be. But it does offer, you know, some good airflow down in here. You can get it even tighter, you know, down a little bit lower to the ground. Overall, fairly low profile. You know, it's a little bit higher than waist height. So if you had to do some stealth camping, it'd be the best option out there. It's small enough of a package. It sets up relatively quick, breaks down relatively quick, has a good tough stuff sack that it can be loaded into and then carried out, whether we're loading out to move out quick, fast, and in a hurry, or whether we have to load out far. Again, it only weighs a few pounds, so it is back-packable, although it is not ultra light. I like how breathable the tent is itself, and the fact that you got zippers that run both ways. So again, just depending on what side you get in and out of the bed in the morning and what side of the bed you wake up on, it is super easy to get in and out. All in all, I think my overall review of this thing is pretty solid and pretty substantial, man. I'm a firm believer in LiteFighter. The company itself, man, they're veteran owned and operated, and that's a huge big plus for me. The footprint is pretty small comparatively. It is a decently low profile tent. So there you have it, friends. Let me know what you think about the LiteFighter tent down in the comments below. That way we can continue to keep this conversation rolling. Let me know if this is something that you'd like to add into your kit bag. If you did enjoy the content, man, make sure you do smash that like button. Consider sharing this out with a friend or a battle buddy so they can check this out as well. I'm gonna leave all kinds of links down in the description below. Man, as always, I appreciate all you guys. Until then, you stay out there, you keep grinding, and you stay stoked.